Hello everybody, thank you for watching this video. If you guys don't know yet, but you probably figured it out, we are going to be doing a soul connections workshop together with the White Wolf Alchemy, and talking about it with him we talked about like 20 days ago, and we came up as a team. Me and him would been about, give it a take, a decade working within the Twin Flames, and this is going to be a great event for you. But talking about this Mercury retrograde right now, I made a video prior on this. You should go see it before you watching this report. The reason is to understand the processes that goes on within. I'm gonna go like day by day with whatever it's left of the pre-shadow period right now, which is today is August 7th. And I'm gonna go all the way in till he ends this cycle. And there, which is the after shadow period. There's gonna be a lot of informations in there. So you might save these videos over the time. You can go into check how you are with this Mercury retrograde process. Why is so important though? Mercury is the messenger of God. The messages you're telling yourself, but the stuff of Mercury, using it, you're seeing it, it's called medicine. You go to any pharmacy, you're gonna see the stuff of Mercury with the two snakes putting in there. So this is a lot of healing. Mercury is gonna be retrograde in Virgo. And it's important what you're telling yourself, because a lot of the people, they're sick of what they're telling themselves, or somebody is telling to them. So during this Mercury retrograde, guys, please take your time, you personally, to watch your thoughts, what you're telling yourself, how you react of what the other people telling you. You're gonna find out a lot of things that you need to heal from within you for yourself. Don't worry about other people, but also how you take in the words from other people. Very beautiful, very powerful report about this. So, talking about all this Mercury retrograde period, I wish you to look deep inside of you, as usually of all the Mercury retrogrades. But this one, it's kind of like a special, because during this Mercury retrograde and afterwards, when a Mercury is going to be transitioned from Virgo to Libra, there's going to be a very special events. And I'm going to talking to you about when the time comes in for this. But right now, I'm going to be talking to you day by day about Mercury, what he's going to do. So about today, August 7th, we are in this pre-shadow period, okay? Now into this positions of 23rd of August, he's going to be moving forward. And at this time, he's going to be connecting with Jupiter and Uranus, which is in Taurus. He's kind of like, he's going to be bouncing off of connect, disconnect between them both two. That is it about the effects within the material world. What are you going to do right now? What are you going to get in this? You're going to be doing something. Then you're going to reevaluate what you are doing, and then you're going to redo it. But redo it, learning from your own mistakes inside of you. So on August 8th, Mercury is going to be on very beautiful positions. You're going to feel those energies. Mercury is going to be a trining with Jupiter, with the moon, with Uranus. It's a beautiful, powerful energies. You're going to feel this empowerment. But you're going to see the lack of the visions from before, or things from the past is going to be stopping you. Things from, you're going to maybe facing restrictions. Why? Neptune there is retrograde. Is going to be opposing a little bit later on Mercury. Right now, Neptune is opposing Mars, but you're gonna start feeling the effects in there. But Saturn is the one who limitates all this, because you might gonna facing old fears. And the old fears, what did they do to you? To show you that you maybe did something and it didn't succeed. You have to face and break into those fears. And Mercury is gonna tell you, break it in. Now or never. So talking about later on at the ninth, is going to be pretty much the same energies as this. He's going to be traveling through that. There's not going to be a much effects on that as we speak. But he's going to lose this energies of Saturn on August 12th, even a little bit before that. He's going to be losing that limitations. You're going to be overcome. It's going to be like, I'm not stopping in front of anything. So as he's travel, he's going to be training the Jupiter and Uranus. You're going to make a certain changes. The universe is going to support your talk. The universe is going to support your growth as long you cross the threshold. That threshold from within. Little bit later on, I'm talking about after August 13th, 14th, Mercury is going to be trining Jupiter and Uranus, but also he's going to begin to feel this energy of closing to Mars. But Mars, it is trining already Pluto. So you're going to feel this masculine energies. There's going to be this forming of this beautiful kite of energies taking off, taking flight. But if you prepare very well your kite will take off. If you don't prepare your kite will fall off and you learn from the mistakes. So this is going to be a lesson for someone. This is going to be a lesson for things of how they are going to be. During this period, by the way, there's going to be this meeting of the new moon of Leo that is going to be affecting a lot of the stuff, because pretty much where the new moon is going to be, there's going to be this meeting again with moon, Lilith, sun, and Venus in the proximity of 5 degrees in there. So basically at August 16th, there's going to be a communications about all this new beginning, you planning within. But since the moon and the sun begins a new beginning, a new learning in there, and that is going to be under the divine guidance of Pluto and Neptune, you're going to find out a lot of wisdom is going to be coming to you. But what kind of wisdom? The wisdom about you to have this intuition and authority within yourself. You to put it there, not somebody else. You're independent from within you. You're gonna be learning what, how, and when, and whatever you're going to do in a proper manner. Why? Because you listen to intuition within yourself. You don't abandon intuition by you putting the authority over the intuition. It's the same thing. Is the intuition is just like, hey, we're equal here. We have to work together. I'm the queen. You're the king. But that messages that also is gonna bring a lot of growth, because that's what Jupiter does with Mercury. What are you telling yourself? You healing a wound. So on August 18, the moon is gonna be joining Mercury. We are talking about in Virgo. That is going to be a very beautiful, beautiful energies. Intuitions right now, it's telling you what and how to do, and it's going to take a flight. That flight is going to be incredibly powerful. Why? It is made by Uranus, it is made by Neptune, and is made by Pluto. They're all giving you a power of certain changes, of pattern of certain luck, pattern of overcome fears, because Saturn is retrograde. He's not direct, but he shows you overcome this. Pluto is retrograde. It's like, hey, you didn't change in the past, facing your past again. Would you do it? So looking at what in those energy on August 29, the energy is going to be a very intense there. Since the moon is going to be crossing from Mercury and it's going to be crossing into Libra, but it's going to passing by Mars. And your actions in there is going to be tough. Why? Because Mercury, Mars, and the moon, they are going to be opposing Neptune. You might see the visions and things from the past. Is that happened to you in the past and you have fears? Or you're gonna charge those fears and it's like, hey, those illusions from within me. And this is one of gonna be the one of the lessons in there when a lot of the people they're going to say, I cannot do this. Oh, I'm afraid to do this. Oh, I have these things. I have that limitations. That tells you where your wounds are that you need to heal from within you. Those wounds that you've been carrying for ages and ages and ages. This is what basically you're saying. Instead of you telling, can you inspire yourself from within you? And during that Mercury energies, they're going to be empowered. What are you going to do? So here is at August 22nd and pretty much of 23rd. That is going to be the same energy. The moon is gonna be at at Scorpio. So during that moon in Scorpio, she's gonna be opposing Uranus and Jupiter. Basically, your intuitions is gonna be going into the underworld, but she's going to support Mercury with Pluto. Transformations is in order. At that day, the sun is entering Virgo. That is at the time where the kingdom personality within you is done. It's time to perform and heal the damage that has been done from within the previous cycle of Leo. It's time to go ahead and mature that. Practice this maturity. The sun is going to be in divine energies with Pluto. So here is on 24th, Mercury is already retrograde in there. Those energies going to be still the same. The moon is moving into Sag. That is going to be supporting on Mars. And pretty much taking off from there, you're going to be reviewing what did you do with that kite? What did you do with the sudden changes? Did you overcome your fears? If you didn't overcome your fears, why and why not? You're going to dig in within these energies from within yourself. That is going to be continue that energy more and more and more until August 30th. And August 30th, since Mercury is going back into the 19th degree of Virgo, he is going to break that kite. The kite is going to be broken. It's the same way the kite was made before. But as you pay attention on September 3rd, the energy is going to be very increasing because the authority is going to be coming with Mercury retrograde, which is the sun. It is facing Mercury retrograde. That is it, the messages that you're going to get from the divine going back into you. And those messages, they are going to be very, very powerful inside of you. Those messages, they are going to be empowered from the moon. The moon is going to be trigger that portions because on September 3rd, the moon is entering Taurus, another earth sign. And it's going to begin to affecting those energies within you that's happening at Virgo. Talking about on a September 4th, the moon is joining Jupiter. And right now, that trine between Jupiter, Mercury retrograde, and the Sun is very powerful. Is attached and is going to be like the only one positive, pretty much energy, except the divine energies between Mars, who is in divine energies with Saturn, which is the masculine energies, are going to tell you here overcome your fears. Here's the fears that you have to go. Mars is trining with Pluto. He's like, I'm ready, I'm transforming, I'm working, I'm dealing with this. While Venus is going to be moving into Leo, she's going to be squaring all that. She's going to be squaring the moon and Jupiter, and it's like there is no love for me. This is why a lot of the people, they're going to use their masculine energies. All right. So talking about those aspects, they're going to be pretty much moving in. There's going to be a September 8th. The moon is going to be moving into Cancer. She's going to be sextile in Mercury. There is going to be a retrograde still. There's not going to be too much things except that September 11th, 12th, and 13th, you are going to facing those fears. Why did you have them? Where did that come from? Mercury is going to be opposing Saturn. And during this process, the moon on September 11th, it's going to be joining Venus and Leo at the 13 degrees. And there's going to be no pretty much positive aspects except Mars and Venus. They're going to be in sextile. So basically, the feminine energies, they are going to be seeking the divine masculine energies. And the masculine energies, they're going to be seeking the feminine. Because Mars has no other aspects as well. So as you see it, it's all about your energies from within you. September 12th, there's going to be this meeting with Lilith and the moon. But that is going to be at the last degrees of Leo. Those divine energies of Leos, they're still going to be affecting the energies. And at this new moon that's going to be at Virgo, Mercury, it's going to be arriving at that 8 degrees of Virgo. He's going to be stopped, be in retrograde. You're going to feel these shifts in there. You're going to be arriving into the front of your fears. Because Saturn, who is at 2 degrees of Pisces, is in oppositions with the Mercury, who is retrograde in Virgo. And pretty much at that point, Lilith is going to be meeting with Mercury. You're going to see those energies in there, specifically on the 17th. And Mercury is turning direct. When it turns direct, he's trining Jupiter, but as I said, he is opposing Saturn. During this time, the moon is going to be transitioning through Libra. She's going to be empowering all those energy. Mars, he is going to be in divine energies with Jupiter, moving forward under the divine guidance within you, while continue sextiling Venus. So Venus, it's kind of like abandoned from her parents, abandoned from people, abandoned from friends, and so on. The only support she has is the courage and the faith from within. So later on, we're talking about Mercury is going to be moving forward. He's going to be continue getting in there. The moon is going to be transitioning through Sag, talking about September 21st, 22nd in there, and it's going to be squaring Mercury. So be careful during those days how you communicate with people. And on September 23rd, Mercury is going to be go back, remaking this kite first with the moon, and later on 24th of September, he's going to go back and ready to fly, ready to take him over to the world. Be mindful about September 26th, 27th. Mercury is going to be merging with Lilith, and that is going to be opposing the moon in Pisces and Neptune in Pisces. Someone will try to sabotage you, or you sabotaging yourself. When you say I can't, you're going to face this. I can't. Do you really I can't? Or the universe is going to push us like, you can do it. I have a faith in you because I know your spirit, but don't listen to your fears. So some of you is going to be facing those energies there. And from that point all the way up on September 30th, September 31st, you're going to begin to feel, if you overcome your fears, if you overcome your situations, you're going to bearing the fruits from you. You're going to take the real flight. And that is going to be beginning of this process. And October 2nd and the 3rd, you're going to feel the positiveness of your fruits, especially on October 2nd. That is when the moon joins the sudden changes. At this time, we are going to have Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, Jupiter, and Uranus on retrograde modes. And that's what it was, the gravitational report for Mercury retrograde. Hopefully, you're gonna face your fears. Hopefully, you're gonna face your situations from within you. And Godspeed to you guys. And I want to say thank you for watching it. Appreciate it. And guys, whatever you do, keep in mind, do it with love. All right, guys? Be love.